Well, one thing we start increasingly think about is what rice farming is going to look like, not just 5 years from now, but 10, 15, 20 years from now. You think about, young people moving to the cities, not really wanting to become rice farmers, aging farmers that are currently out there, so less labor, maybe even less water, anything that currently is part of a traditional way of growing rice, with wet land preparation and puddled soil and manual transplanting and harvest. We look ahead 20 years from now, probably in many places of Asia will be difficult to continue that way of growing rice. So what are we going to do about that? That's the question that we're asking in our research increasingly, also from a crop management point of view, but even from the breeding point of view, because anything we change in the current traditional system of rice farming needs to have integrated solutions to work with.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. There's no question that the drudgery of transplanting every single rice plant that a farmer harvests is just not going to be the way people want to make their living in the very near future. I think that the manually transplanted rice crop is very rapidly going to be a thing of the past. And I think there's no question that institutions like ours are going to be have to be the ones who can make sure that this system of puddling the soil, transplanting the rice, which is or has been unbelievably sustainable, can withstand that transition to a direct seeded crop using much less labor and still retain its sustainability. And I think there's some fundamental research problems within that kind of challenge.
Yeah, it's not easy to grow rice that way. I mean, what we see here right now in front of us is what we call a dry, direct seeded rice. So with a machine drilled into the dry soil, like you would, drill and seed a wheat crop or something like that. And then, of course, it's much more problematic in the sense that managing weeds or controlling weeds is not easy, because you don't have early on a standing water layer. You need to take more care of your nutrient management. We may need varieties which are better adapted to that kind of dry seeding and emerge quickly and have a lot of early vigor. So lots of things, but I think we've made good progress also in big new regional initiatives like the Cereal Systems Initiative for South Asia, where with partners on the ground, particularly in 2011, we've had hundreds and hundreds of demonstrations of dry seeded rice and associated technologies with reduced tillage and even no-till situations that increasingly look actually promising. We're making progress, we're getting good yields, still a few things to improve, but I think it's really showing what's possible there.
Yeah, you hit on something I think that's critical to these kinds of transformations. And you mentioned the Cereal Systems Initiative for South Asia as a major initiative. Another major initiative, of course, is the Global Rice Science Partnership, or GRISP. And in that partnership, we bring in Latin America. And in Latin America, they have successfully developed an entire rice industry on a direct seeded approach, highly mechanized, large expanses of area, very low labor, very high input in terms of energy and mechanization. And so I think through the GRISP we have an opportunity to learn some of the underlying processes that make the Latin American systems work, recognizing that the land tenure, population density, water situation of Asia, for example, is very different. So what can we learn from a direct seeded experiments in Latin America, bring to Asia and adapt? And then, of course, Sub-Saharan Africa, which has low population densities, lots of land, but much lower level of technification and infrastructure, can learn probably from both Latin America and Asia.
No, absolutely. That has been fantastic in 2011. We had GRISP now as the first real new CGIAR research program starting. in January 2011, we had a whole range of new initiatives that brought people together from different parts of the world who work on various aspects of rice research but also development. And so we had many of these kind of interactions already, and you can really see already this kind of learning effect. So, and it can go either way. I mean, there are many things that Asia may learn from South America or vice versa, Africa from Asia or vice versa. So I think it's going to be a multi-directional flow of information, and that's really the big potential. We can learn so much, and there's so much to do for everyone in this partnership. We actually hope that some countries actually step forward and take on leadership for certain things, because we can't do everything. Here is one institution, it has a global mandate, it can do many things, but it cannot do all things. We certainly need for even more substantial partnership, but also countries that can play a role step forward and take the leadership role.
No, I think that's one of the messages that we need to take to heart, and need to make sure that that everyone, both within GRISP, within the CGIAR, within the broader agricultural research community, understand. And that's there's no shortage of problems. There's more than enough problems to go around, that being inclusive and bringing in the appropriate partners to work on the appropriate problems, and matching skill sets and matching experience is what it's going to take to solve complex problems. Arguing over turf and you know, who should be in charge of which program is a waste of time, a waste of effort. And I think that the work of GRISP and how GRISP has come together so smoothly is just an outstanding example of how, with creativity and goodwill, tremendous resources can be brought to bear on very strategic problems that will have major impact on the well-being and welfare of coming generations.
It's all about people. You need good people, dedicated people. You need to find ways for them to effectively work without being disturbed and distracted from what I would like to call non-productive demands on their time. Often not really.
Ever the diplomat.
Yeah.